In a small village, there lived a young man named Jiro. Jiro was kind, hardworking, and clever, but he had one flaw. He was too proud to ask questions. Jiro approaches a blacksmith who is working on a sword. Jiro stares at the sword, curious but silent. He wants to know how the sword is made but doesn't ask. The blacksmith notices his curiosity. The blacksmith chuckles knowingly. Blacksmith, well, if you ever want to learn, just ask. A man who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. But a man who never asks is a fool for life. Jiro didn't ask that day. He was afraid of looking foolish in front of the blacksmith and the other villagers. Next, Jiro walks by a field where an old farmer is planting seeds. Jiro is curious about farming, as he's thinking of starting his own garden. Farmer, good morning, Jiro. Thinking of starting a garden. Jiro, prideful again, responds with false confidence. Jiro, I already know how to grow crops. The farmer smiles and keeps working. Jiro, too proud to ask the farmer for advice, decided to plant his crops alone. But when harvest time came, his garden was a disaster. The crops had not grown properly. Jiro, disheartened, walks through the forest and finds an old sage sitting by a river. Sage, you seem troubled, young man. What weighs on your mind? Jiro, I failed. I tried to grow a garden, but didn't succeed. I don't understand why my crops didn't grow. Sage, did you ask the farmer for advice? Jiro looks down ashamed. Jiro, no, I didn't. I thought it would make me look foolish. Sage, Jiro, there's no shame in asking. A man who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. But a man who never asks is a fool for life. The sage stands and gestures toward the flowing river. Sage, look at the river. It flows freely because it knows its path. But if it hesitated to follow the way, it would get lost. Asking questions is like finding your path in life. Without them, you wander, unsure and lost. Jiro, I'd like to learn how to grow crops the right way. Can you teach me? Farmer, of course, Jiro. It takes courage to ask, and that courage will help you succeed. He gained skills and confidence, realizing the power of asking questions. Jiro learned that asking questions didn't make him weak or foolish. It made him wiser. He had once been a fool who never asked, but now he was on the path to wisdom. Remember, a man who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but a man who never asks is a fool for life.